नमस्कार, भिंगाचा डापण या चॅनलवर तुमचं स्वागत आहे. आज आपण पाहणार आहोत ग्रॅन टुरिस्मो स्पोर्टची एक रेस एका नवीन कॉमेंटेटर बरोबर. Oh, thank you, Saurabh Damnaskar, for that very kind introduction. We are here at the Tokyo Expressway for the finals of the Manufacturer Series, the last round of the series of the Season 1. And here we go, even before the red light drops. And we are already penalized for starting our engines before the red light disappeared, and we are still in the third position with the Mazda behind us, the Mercedes ahead us, and McLaren in the first position, the pole position. The Mazda behind is very close to us, and we are trying to catch up with the leaders. And we can see that there is a lot of commotion going down behind us. And the Mazda tries to cover up on the inside, overtake us on the turn, and it is almost side by side with us and the Lexus inside. The Lexus pushes the Mazda away in turn, pushing us out of the track, but we managed to survive. There's some disturbance with the Ferrari and the Mazda behind, and we still managed to stay on our original position, that is the fourth position. The leaders in front have 1.5 second penalty with the Lexus right behind them, and we are trying to catch up with the Lexus and the Ferrari right behind us, trying to push away the Mazda. But we are not going to focus on that. Let's see what happens, how this lap unfolds. The Lexus is trying to block our way. The Lexus overshoots its braking point. We push the Mercedes by mistake, and the Lexus comes in. The Mercedes goes away, and the Lexus puts us behind, and we are back again at the fourth position. The lap is almost at the end. We are at the final few turns of this lap at the Tokyo Expressway. There's a Porsche coming up right behind, and we hit the wall and get a penalty ourselves of 1.5 seconds. The Porsche is right on our tail, trying to overtake us. We are hitting walls everywhere, and the Porsche just goes in front of us, putting us in the fifth position before even we end the lap. But it's not over yet. We are here at the Tokyo Expressway for 15 rounds, and the race has just begun. The Porsche is trying to get away from us, but we are not gonna let that happen. The Mazda is trying to catch us, but it's not gonna happen either. So we keep our head down and focus on the track and try to catch up with the Mazda, with the Porsche ahead. But oh my god, we hit the wall very hard. It was so hard that the driver must have flown away if it was a real race. Loads of people coming in from behind us, but they are also penalized, and they will be penalized at the penalty line. And here we are serving our penalty. The Audi goes ahead of us. There is a Porsche behind us, and he is trying to overtake, and he has easily overtaken us. And we are in the 9th position at the half of the second lap. There is one more car behind us, and we are trying to catch up with the Porsche ahead, and we are on the 9th position. The Porsche is coming closer and closer. We are on its tail, and we will overtake him by the end of the turn. And it looks like we have overtaken him, but he pushes us from behind, and we hit the wall again. Even then we try to keep going, but we hit the wall again. There is a Porsche. Even the Porsche and the Jaguar are struggling to keep it straight. But as the lap ends again, we are on the 9th position at this end of the second lap, and the Jaguar is right on our tail. He is not letting us go, man. Trying to keep up with the race, and he's also going up ahead, and we hit the wall again. Luckily, no penalty as of now. End the second lap on the 9th position. Let's see how remaining of the laps will go. Porsche hits the wall and we hit him again, and what happens is that we get a penalty for this because we hit him and the game is just dumb, and we get a 2-second penalty for that. The Porsche gets 1.5 second penalty for hitting a wall, and this is the Mod Viper, but it's actually a Ferrari, and we hit the damn wall. I think we forget to brake there, and we convert the 2-second penalty into a 3-second penalty. But then, as I was about to give up on this race, I remember a dialogue from the Marathi movie I had seen, and it goes like this: Kitihi Sankati Ali, Abhal Zari Kosoi, Tari Tower Pi Teu Nubarain Me, which literally means I will stand on the skies. And we skip here a few laps ahead on the 12th position from the 13th position, and we are just about to hit this car, but somehow we save ourselves and the car a huge crash, and we catch up with the Porsche that was ahead of us, and we skip again and we have nearly caught up with the Porsche ahead. Let's see if we can overtake him now clearly and cleanly, but he is very good at this point. I'm trying also to work with him and not fight with him so that we can cover up the ground we have lost, but then he's too slow and I end up overtaking him anyway. So now he's behind me. He is using the slipstream from my car. I don't know what his plan is, but he's just using up the slipstream, accelerating faster and faster, and just about I go deeper into the turn and he goes out wide and manages to overtake me in the turn, and he just gains his position back. That was a very clever move from the Porsche, and a very clean one too, no crashing and pushing each other around. But we both get a penalty for 0.5 seconds to crossing the track limit. I accidentally push him, he hits the wall, and I get around him and go ahead and overtake him. I guess that's how the world works, you know, you push someone else, you give someone else a penalty, and they just get back to you. And here we are taking an easy overtake on the Lexus, but the Lexus comes back at us, and we are side by side. The Lexus tries to push us on the railing, we give up easily and like, yeah, okay, go man, you go ahead. But we are just tricking him into thinking that we are letting him go, but we are not letting him go. We are right at the back of his car, and the Ferrari and the Lexus are both blocking our way now. I tried to move on the inside of the turn, but the Ferrari comes in and cuts us across, and while the three of us are fighting, the Jaguar is closing the gap among us, and he also has a penalty. I'm not sure how that will turn out, but here we push the Ferrari out of our way. The Lexus pushes us out of the way again, and we are side by side during the turn, but the Ferrari, being a Ferrari, goes out wide, goes out fast, and we are again left on the 9th place. But then again, we try to do a move on it. The Ferrari is pushing us into the walls. The Jaguar is pushing itself into the walls. I think the Jaguar is its own worst nemesis, and we try to pull off another move around Ferrari, and let's see if this is gonna work. The Ferrari brakes too early on the track and we hit him accidentally, and since he brakes a lot earlier than one should, he gets a penalty. And I check my tires, that the tires are worn out quite a much, so I decide to change the tires. And then I look at the fuel and say, it's okay, I don't need the fuel, just change the tires, I don't need the fuel. And this is going to cause a lot of problems for us at the very end stages of our race. Right in front of us we have a Porsche, and we just say, hey Porsche, Archie Ali Archie, and the Porsche just gets distracted. Yeah, sometimes you have to play dirty. And we skip ahead a few more laps We are on the 8th position now. There is a Jaguar right in front of us. We tried going on the inside, and some very clean racing from both of our ends. Yes, there is a bit of nudge on the inside and there, but that keeps happening, and we still managed to pull off the move, and we are in the 7th position right now. And there is one more Audi and the Jaguar are fighting now, and I'll let them fight, let them have the fun, and just skip ahead to the last lap. We are at the very final turns of this lap, and we have a warning on the screen that the fuel is only remaining for the 0.25 laps of the race, which means we are in quite a big trouble. And there is another Jaguar right in front of us, which we are trying to catch up to, and we are trying to gain back the 6th position, but he seems to be very fast. And we also have this fuel issue going on right now, which we are trying to overcome before we cross the finish line, and we are closing in the gap on the Jaguar, and we might just take on him. But oh no, the car is slowing down. The acceleration is full, but the car is slowing down. The Jaguar has gone ahead, so has gone the Audi, and we are on the 8th position now. The Jaguar from behind has gone ahead, and we are crossing the finish line at 9, but we still are on number 5. You ask why? Because some people did not care to change their tires, and that's why they got a penalty for a minute, and that's how we end up in the 5th position. And if you like this video, like this commentary, do not subscribe, do not like, do not share this anything. Okay, bye bye, tata.